Morning everyone, welcome to Compliance Over Coffee. And we are, Tony says, almost through January. Wow, where has January gone? This morning I wanted to talk to you about making sure that your business is fit for purpose. And I know that we often talk about making sure that your insurance is fit for purpose because it's an actual key factor of your business. But I'm aware and becoming more aware that there are a lot of sources out in the UK at this moment in time that honestly believe that they are fully compliant because they're registered and have some insurance. And I talk to people regularly about this when they come on calls and say to me, it's not about compliance, Tina, it's about I'm struggling to find investors, I'm struggling to do this, or I'm struggling to do that. And I just say, well, before we draw a line under compliance, let's see what you've got and see where you are. And we go through it and they're registered, but they haven't got a clue what they've registered for and what sits underneath. And for me, you really have to understand what you're registering for. You are registering for supervision, which means they're supervising you for something. So please, if you're registered, but you haven't got a clue about the 7 principles of GDPR, of data protection, you haven't got a clue about the minimum standards expected of you from HMRC, or the fact that you have to have at least annual training, or the fact that you have to assess each of your clients for risk, you have to have a policy, you have to have written procedures, and you have to have risk assessments in place. Because the amount of people that are just registered and don't understand all about this because they've just ticked a box because either they've been told to or they think it's the right thing to do. HMRC themselves are issuing some humongous fines right now. Not because you're money laundering, but because you don't understand what you're doing. You are not fit for purpose. So your insurance could be the best all singing, all dancing insurance that you could ever get. Your problem is that you aren't. And it takes time to learn this. And you should really understand it before you pay and register, because it's not a source and learn. Once your business is set up and you're registered, legally you should have all of this understanding. Even if you've never had a client, even if you've never earned a penny of cash, it makes not a jot of difference, everyone. So please, if you're already registered, but you don't understand money laundering and what's expected of you, and it isn't just about getting a copy of driving licence and saving it, or a copy of a bank statement and proving that they have the cash. That is not what it's about. And if you don't have that good understanding, you're leaving yourselves wide open for in excess of a £7,000 fine as it stands at this moment in time, which is not what I want for you. So, if you don't understand what you should be doing, you need to research it. Or, of course, you can have a free 20-minute chat with me about it. And, of course, we do run workshops which are really, really cost-effectively priced to get all of you compliant, up and running, and knowing exactly what you're doing. That's it for Compliance Over Coffee this morning. We have a frost here in the northwest today. And we're going to have to, well, Tony's going to have to scrape the car before we go out. Not me, I don't do that. Tony does that. Have a great weekend. I hope the sun shines where you are. I hope you have a fabulous time. And I will be back with you again next Thursday, the usual time, 8:30 in the morning, for another Compliance Over Coffee. Bye for now.